Welcome, everyone, to the college football playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running, with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. And here's the return from inside the 5. The returner brought down by that coverage team. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense, because the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get them off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
And the Canes with 1st and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Cox. The pass rush looking to make a play deep downfield. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, this is a... This offense, could imagine, is turning the football over in a playoff game on the road, already an underdog. And I love the aggressive mindset to put the ball in the air and be confident in who you are, but you just can't turn it over on this big of a stage like that this early in the game.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quick throw, the catch is made. Oh, great juke, and he's in the clear. Touchdown, Knowles. Strong game by this quarterback.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. The Hurricanes offense retakes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. They've got him, but not before making first down yardage. They'll move the ball to the 41.
Good job up front by this offensive line and good hard running for this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have at this running back position.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Getting close to midfield now. They'll bring him down to the 47.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking to scramble now. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Important 3rd down play coming up. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Robinson. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
2nd down after that previous play. Back to pass. It's Cox. And looking for a big play here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? And tackled after a small pickup there.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Powerful running into the secondary. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
On 1st down, it's play action. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida State.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver. What I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough to give the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this 3rd down. To the air, it's Cox. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This quarterback is making his big plays in the most critical moments in this game. Not only does he come up with a 1st down, but he picks up huge yards. And how did it get done? Gets away from the rush, keeps his poise. And then how about him directing traffic as he moves downfield to pick up extra blockers? It's a really nice run.
Looks to the left, pass caught. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. The Canes looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. The Hurricanes will line up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the 1st down.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Going for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. And they've got him.
Chris, this is an exciting moment here in this first half of this playoff game. 4th and goal, down 3. Do you go the conventional way to tie this playoff game up going into the half? Or do you try to get aggressive and try to get a touchdown on the board and take the lead here in this first half?
And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Chris, the design of this play is perfect. Everything you want to see. The quarterback puts the ball on the money. The ball's right in his arms. All he has to do is catch it for a touchdown, and he drops it on 4th down.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks loose at the 15. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Inside the 40. Tackle made way downfield. Enormous gain.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football. It's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying to bait this defensive line to believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for a lost yardage.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Tries the right with a quick throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. The reception nets about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this fourth down. Great job here by the D.
And the Knowles will look to convert here on fourth down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Lets it go quickly. He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning.
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in him.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ruiz. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line. Should have just taken a knee. Miami offense is back on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. First down, looking to throw the football. He's looking deep here. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Looking to throw it on first down. And he fires the football to the right side. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looking to scramble. He's found some room at the 45. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. First and 10 now for the offense. Dropping back, it's Cox. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Important second down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Hurricanes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Hit just as he throws the ball. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. Offense getting set. It's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Got him. He's sacked. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment for this critical down. So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot. Third and very long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Canes will kick this away to get the second half going. And the return starts just as football is coughed up by the returner deep inside their own 20.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
Looking to scramble. On the run here, lets it go. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Cox. And he's got it. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage here. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Knowles. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Bringing it out, it's Ruiz. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Finds room at the 30. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down. And the Canes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And looking to throw now on first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Finding some room at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Canes have first and 10 here. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Caught quickly. Fighting him off. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Looking to throw. It's Cox. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown for the U. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against his secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? We've seen you able to make the stop after a short gain.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking to pass here on second down. Throws a rocket toward the right side. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. To throw, it's Cox. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's hit as he throws it. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's tackled after the catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two. On
third down, he drops to throw. And it's complete downfield. Both out of bounds, but it's another big game. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. And now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Here's the second down play. Here's the handoff. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Snags the quick throw. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put his safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
That's caught. It's Davis. Touchdown, Florida State. This offense really clicking.
And I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ruiz. And he steps out of bounds, but that's an excellent return to set up the offense in good position. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looking to scramble to his left. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
Scanning the field, it's Cox. He's escaping the pocket now. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. And Chris, oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. You could say not recently. They had some pretty good players. When you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Touchdown, Canes. This quarterback on fire today. Cook, they had a month to get ready for this pitch and catch combo before the playoff game. They've had no answers so far.
A playoff game, national championship on the line. You know the old saying we used to always hear. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and he certainly is doing that today.
Extra point try coming now. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Trying to find room. It's Davis. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Now it's second down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He pulls it in for a big gain. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Well, I'd love to see this late in a game like this with the lead. Get aggressive. Go for it here on third down through the air. Quarterback delivers to his receiver. Comes down with a nice completion and a first down, and they keep that clock moving.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Gets some space around the 30. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Oh, that's exactly what you don't want to do as a running back here in the fourth quarter. Working with the lead, it's all about eating up that clock and keeping the ball on the ground, which they tried to do. But now he...
Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, you talk about a dream performance by this guy. That's his 4th receiving touchdown of this game. We knew he'd have chances to make plays, but I don't think anybody expected 4 touchdowns.
And the point after is right down the middle. There's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Are you kidding me? This big a gain on a quarterback scramble? Defensive coordinator better get his defense together because that had to be a blown assignment. There's no way that a quarterback should get out in the open field off of a scramble and pick up those kind of yards.
The Hurricanes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Secondary backed up off the ball now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Dropping back, it's Cox. Short connection to the tight end here. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. The Hurricanes line up on 1st and 10 now. And he'll set up to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Grab behind the line. It's Davis. Breaks loose at the... Just runs through a man. A mismatch. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the fourth quarter.
This defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Here we go.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Timeout, Miami. Okay.
One of those critical third down plays coming up.
Here we go.
And they pick up the first on the ground. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2.
Cut. Green 25. Ready.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Touchdown, Knowles. Made the defense look slow that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground.
And the Miami offense will take over.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Looking to pass. It's Cox. Contact as he threw it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Going the other way, can they stop him? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew him. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses it.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a